Welcome everyone. Guess what night it is? It's Friday night. Granted, I messed up for so many weeks back there at the beginning of the year. Bad, Janet. But now I'm back. And you're going to have to put up with me or hit the fast forward button. Well, you could hit the exit button too, but don't be rash. Try it out first, right? Okay, so we started out with our new book, the calendar, right, which has 12 slots for me to fill with the, oh, and it's such a nice thickness. You guys really have to look for these old calendars. And I actually found some on Amazon that are like the year before, but they sell them in lots if you end up liking it. But oh my goodness, pardon me, I love this paper. All right, so what we're doing tonight is we're going to pick a focal point, and then we're going to root around through a bunch of the small pictures I still haven't filed yet because I made another one. Do you remember? Not only did I have my file folding thing, see, I've already sorted, now I just have to put them into the folders they belong in. But I made another one, guys. Check this out. This one is for small pictures. So I can, oh, you should have seen how many I got filed away. I had a stack, like, it was nuts. It was a year's worth of not filing the tiny pictures. And so I got a whole bunch done. But these paper bag filing things, they work. They work, at least for me, they work. Okay, so a focal point. Let's see what we have for the next page. January 2024. January. Okay, so now my daughter also ordered me this absolutely delicious tarot book, but it's in French. She does these reviews of things, like she reviews for Amazon, and it's all in French, and I'm absolutely excited to work with it because I have the general Canadian smattering of French through grade school. I mean, French started being taught, it was an official language when I was a little kid, so maybe 6, 7, and so it was taught from then on in our schools. Like, we had to learn both languages. And so I'm looking forward to actually playing around and seeing how much I actually can remember of that and see what happens. So that'll be fun. Okay, what's a good focal point for today? Oh, today. I kind of, for some reason, I like that one. I don't know if you'll agree or not, but okay. These are 3 pictures that kind of struck me. So I can go with the good and proper. Oh, that's a pretty one too, but not the right mood today. All right, I can go with a good and proper scene like that. You know, a seating place outside, or this. The only thing I don't like is the association. I love jigsaw puzzles. I do them. I love doing them. But the puzzle piece, I'll explain it sometime. It's just, it's not a good reference for me. There we go. So it would look like that to start with, although that could be really a really nice start. But for some reason, oh, we have this one as well, which could be a nice start as well. I have no idea what images are left in this one image, like this one file folder, so I'm not matching to anything. I love the idea of windows. For me, windows and doors are always interesting, but I think it comes, I don't think I want to use that. So it's one of these. That would be covered. Oh, or both of them. Oh, that could be very cool. Let's start with that premise then, shall we? Shall we? Okay, so let's start by laying this one down because that whole page is going to go on here. It's absolutely gorgeous. And a place I could sit for hours and hours and hours in my day. Place like that that looks so peaceful. Sit there with a good cup of coffee and oh, listen to whatever nature is up there in the garden area. Sounds lovely to me. So do you all have any plans for the weekend? Are you happy 4th of July late for my American friends? Late indeed. But I hope you had a good 4th of July or a good, I guess your long weekend is this coming up or what we're in now, eh? I would assume anyway. I'm going to seriously canvass friends and relatives to see if anybody has old calendars because I am loving this paper. And if you get a chance, at least give it a shot. You might find you really like the texture, even though it's only like 12, either 12 of a double spread or 24 pages of single spreads. So whatever's your jam, it's certainly worth a try because oh my God, it's delicious paper to work on. Absolutely delicious. Yes. All right, so this I think because we're going to have to come and swoop in here and cover this up. So let's see what we can do with that, shall we? I'm going to pull this back. I hope everybody had a good week. It's certainly been an interesting beginning to summer with the weather where I am. Raging hot for a while there, and now it's sort of leveling off in the 80s. Feels like 95 to 100, which is better than the 107 we were getting for a few days there. Much better. I will be happy as fall approaches. But I'm also starting a bunch of folios for the shop that are fall and autumn and gothic kind of based. So I'll be trying to get a lot of that done. So, yeah. The one thing I noticed about using magazine paper, the nice glossy stuff that you get in most magazines, not the, the rag paper, is that if you don't get your glue stick or glue spread, like if there are patches where the glue didn't go, you can sometimes get bubbles, and I don't know, for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, those are really annoying. They annoy me. They don't sit right with me, the bubbles. So I can't just leave them. It's like when I used to wear my hair, when I was younger in ponytails and stuff. If I put my hair up and there was any portion of those little humps that come out, those little strands of hair that stick out of the ponytail, and because in those days messy buns were not a thing. Messy ponytails, messy buns, no. It was everything was smoothed down, and and so that's where it started to really irritate me, I guess. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Don't know. Not a shrink. Thank God. Okay, so what have we got here? What wonderful stuff have we got? We've got some really beautiful pictures. What are the colors? Greens. Oh, there's greens, sort of greens and golds. Wow, we struck out today, folks. Greens and golds. Ah, Marilyn. Gorgeous woman. Gorgeous, gorgeous. There were women in Hollywood that were just incredibly bright. Lucille Ball, Marilyn Monroe, the one that invented Wi-Fi. What was her name? I've talked about her before. Anyway, yeah. Not enough credit is given to women in many of the ages. But hey, hopefully that will shift, right? Oh, so many pictures I didn't find a file folder for here. You know, there's just no, like, file for them. They're just not a picture I would know how to file. And it's not like Google where you can file things in multiple places because they're not a hard copy. And then I know me well enough to know I'd get frustrated if I remember I had a certain picture and I couldn't find it. That is that's rage inducing. Okay, so there are some ugly pictures here. Holy cow. I saved some bad ones. Is there anything good over here? I don't even know why I've saved half of these. They're just not... I'll use them eventually, but they're just not my cup of... Let's see what's over here in this small pictures pile. There we go. Let's see if there's any that suit our stuff today. Greens and golds. I think I'm going for almost a color combination more than anything else right at the moment. It seems, I don't know, maybe it happens to you guys, I don't know, where you begin a collage or a Gluebook page, and, you know, I don't know about you, but I begin a lot of them not really knowing where I'm going with something. Like, it just sort of, I just sit down with a bunch of pictures and see what happens. That happens to me a lot. And I just sort of, I don't know, I'm usually, when you follow your sort of creative instinct, it usually works out okay, you know. Even some of the ugly picture pages I've done in my life. And there were a few of those. Can't avoid those, really. Oh, lots of green pictures. I found a ton. I don't know where I got all these pictures from. There was a magazine I got from a neighbor lady of animals, a bunch of animal pictures, like a vet magazine or whatever. And so I've got all these animal pictures I forgot about. So I'm going to be doing one of those soon, is an animal collage. Gosh, I hope you guys find something creative to do this weekend. Please, please give that to yourself as your gift, okay? Because everyone deserves to decompress. And if you're actually sitting here watching some amateur older woman doing collage pages on YouTube, then you're somewhere in there is a person who wants to make art, because I watch a lot of channels and I love making art. And you probably have a whole list of art people you watch, and the more the merrier, right? I mean, seriously. So, do something for yourself this weekend. Make something. Yes. All right, let's see what we've got so far, just for S and G's. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Oh, that's a kind of a pretty eye. There's something about that. I'm not sure what it is yet, but we'll tuck that over to the side there. Now, this, in place of the jar that's there, the Vanilla Fields that's there, let's see if we can actually... And what do I love, ladies and gentlemen? Torn edges. Yes, my favorite. I don't know what it is about them, or the raw paper, like some of my note, like this is raw linen paper sort of thing out of one of those leather notebooks. They were on sale a couple of years back on eBay for a ridiculously low price, so I bought like 4 of them. They were under 20 bucks each, and for those, that's incredible. So, let's see if we've got anything. All right, so the height is about right. Yeah. Okay. So it has to be, where's my pen? It has to be, this height is right, and down here, and around here, and down here. All right. Okay, so I took a second there, turned off the camera, and tore out the picture. Okay, so I'm telling you folks, friends, Romans, countrymen, you didn't know this was a history channel, huh? I'm telling you, the ads in magazines, for the most part, in many, many, many magazines, can be the most beneficial pillaging you can do. If you think about it, okay, advertisers spend a ton of money having incredibly good pictures taken, spending money on good photographers. There's no money wasted with them, and you can have the most amazing pictures out of advertisements. Apologies, kind of a long pause there. Well, long for me, seconds for you, but my granddaughter came in from swimming and I wanted to see her. So, this bottle, I absolutely love how that's placed. It's grape juice almost, or looks like grape juice. So, something that would fit here in a lovely way. And they're off to go swimming again because, you know, summer vacation, right? Right. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, I do like that. Look at how pretty that looks. Oh, I didn't think I had put down that side. My bad. Nope, that's not quite bright enough. It's not going to work. I need something a little bit brighter for this corner. So, other than the weather, how are y'all doing? You doing good? It's been an odd spring. Maybe not for everybody, but around here it's been a bit of an odd spring. Oh, I can't seem to find anything. Rosemary, now that would work, or this beautiful flower would work, but the rosemary would be nice. There's a couple of them that could be used. Oh, these are kind of fun, actually. Yeah, those 3 are kind of fun. Let's see what we can do with those. It's a good thing I made a rule for myself a while ago that I wasn't ever going to get deep into politics or whatever on the channel while I'm crafting, because it just gives me anxiety. It really does. It gives me anxiety. So, but the world is weird right now. Oh my goodness, weird. Odd vibe. Ooh, that kind of fits right into the green, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so let's just tear off the very edge of this picture to get that lovely torn edge. And then we'll smack that down there. Oh, I like that. I do. That looks good. Okay, finding some text is not going to be easy for this one because it's sort of all over the place and, you know, not really a rhyme or reason. Although pleasant spots, pleasant things might be, especially if this is wine, which it looks like it might be, but it could be like, I don't know, blueberry juice for all you can see, you know. Okay, which side was that now? Okay, there we go. Lovely. That is lovely. It actually works. It sits quite well there. Wow. See how it's, the green is, I love it when things align like that. That just gives me a thrill. All right, so we have these three beautiful, beautiful images of flowers and such. Let's see what we've got over here. What are we going to do through the middle, folks? Oh, that's kind of nice. I kind of like that. Let's look in our big file and see if we have any large stuff we can steal from the middle of. I often will cut out large pieces. Okay, gonna pause for a minute and I'll take a look. Okay, I found a couple of appropriate ones, at least I think so. So let's take a look. First, there's this one. It would be that candle. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, I do. Okay, now let's take that from there so that we have it to look at. Yep. Alright, so... Oh, I think I like that, folks. I really do. Just sort of being right in the middle there. Now, the other choice I had was this woman's beautiful face peeking out from around there. But I'm not sure I want to bring a people face into it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, so let's do this. All right. Hold it down firmly. Absolutely firmly. Okay, and let this one down. And use the card that I now realize I have to keep close to me. I have learned that lesson, folks. I have. Keep your your pushing card or whatever it is you use to burnish it down. Keep it close to you. Otherwise, you're just going to be checking under all your images and getting angry, you know, the usual, right? Right. All right. Okay, we'll bring the glue along here. There we go. All right. And we'll lay this glue down. Oh, I kind of like the candle. I didn't realize quite how cool it was going to look in that spot. Yeah. I like that. There's something really pleasing for me in that, and I'm not exactly sure why I find it so pleasing, but I do. Now, I thought maybe good things would be a nice text, but I don't know if it actually would work or not, to be honest with you. Well, I kind of like the frame it's making. Let's see if it... Oh, I gotta clean up my cutter. Let's see if it looks good. There we go. And we'll take the ends off. At least you guys know to expect a slow moving video from me. I'm sorry. I should learn how to edit more stuff in, or, you know, be more entertaining. I'm just messing. Okay, so does that work? I think it does. Gosh, I really think it does. Okay, so where is my glue book? Stuck under everything else. Of course it is. Janet, where did you expect active glue pages to be? Stuck to something. There we go. All right, so all right, let's get this down with as little fuss and mess as possible. Ooh, that works a treat. Okay, cool. All right, now I do need a wet wipe because there's some glue on the edges. And these work beautifully on the glossy magazine pictures. All right. All right, so there we go. Is there anything I want to add to it? I was thinking about that. I love that picture for some reason. I just love it. See, to me that feels like home, but I don't think I want to add anything unless I want to add a couple of flowers at the bottom there. No, I think we're golden. I think I'm good to go. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm sorry it was so long again. Sorry about that. There we go. Have a great weekend, friends.